Dil Bechara, I read with Sushant for the first time. I had to learn Bengali, Kisi, and I say it's not Kisi. It's feeling is another feeling. Excited as actors. My passion, Kesh Chabra. Like I romanticize reality.
Hi Sanjana, welcome to Box Office India.
Thank you, Ananya.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling mixed. I'm feeling better.
Better. Wow, that's like, yeah, that's I think the appropriate answer to this question. So, obviously, seeing the kind of love that the movie has got, did you expect that to happen? I mean, I was talking to a friend and we were talking, okay, listen, I've checked IMDb. The ratings are changing every minute. Did you expect that?
Listen, I've stopped expecting things because what one expects, just life just throws curveballs at you. Luckily, sometimes curveballs are very bad. Sometimes they're really good. Just learned how to take them all in my stride. But I used to say this in the most humble and modest way possible, that I always knew we were making a special film. It was just a matter of time that it reached people. And I'm just so glad that people find me and Manny just as special as Sushant and I knew they were when we were becoming them, you know.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, as a teenager who's also watched Fault in Our Stars and is watching Dil Bechara, they can relate to it and they're like, oh, that has happened there, and that was so good. That was so good. Like that rarely happens actually, you know, that you compare two movies and they, you know, actually are that good.
I know, and also one is that you're comparing two movies, and then one is that they're both adaptations of a modern classic. I mean, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
And also I don't see too much, you know. So I've been that teenager that was obsessed with The Fault in Our Stars because I was 16 when it came out, and I bunked school to go and watch it, and I've read the book and all of that. So when they told me that we want to audition you for the Indian Hazel Grace, I was really scared because I was like, how can we mess with that, you know? But when I read, when they handed me the script, you fall in love with Kizzy and Manny the second you read them, just as like the second you watch them, because I mean, Shashank Khaitan and Supratim they've killed it, as I say, with absorbing the core and keeping the essence alive, but just making a whole new world out of it. You know, a more joyous world, there's a lot more laughter and celebration and easiness to Kizzy and Manny.
True.
Yeah.
So the film already had like a very strong, you know, message, feeling, but post Sushant's death, it all changed. Like, seeing him was different and it felt different. So did it change, like something changed for you as well?
Everything has changed for me. I mean, I watched the film for the first time with the audiences at 7:30. I had never seen my own film before. So, and you know, it's been about a year since we finished shooting for the film. So I was Kizzy for a really long period of time, and now finally I had some distance from her. So just revisit watching the film has been one of the most overwhelming experiences for me, and I'm glad, luckily, that it was the lockdown and I was watching it at home, because I could just shut myself up in my room and just take care of my overwhelming emotions of all sorts of things. So the meaning is completely changed. The meaning of bringing this film to people only has changed. But that is art. No, art is subjective. Art always interacts with the context around it. So that's just the film and its journey, and I'm just like tugging along with it.
It's so good. I've been following your interviews, and it's so good that the kind of answers that you've been, you know, trying to give, that's so good. I mean, keep the good job, like keep it up. You're doing great. You're doing so great.
Thank you.
So also, I think questions around Sushant would be like very prominent, of course. So I would want to keep it on a light note, and I would want to talk about good things. I would talk about it.
I would have cut this Zoom call if you would have asked me that question, because I am emotionally exhausted now.
I totally understand. So how was your first meeting with him, and who broke the ice? And what would you say was the favorite, like the fun part of being on sets with him?
I mean, we didn't have any ice to break. First of all, there was, sometimes you meet people where you just know, like it's instant. Like it's how, in school you're in a batch with 300 people, but you're not necessarily friends with all 300. You make a group
True.
because there are only some people you connect with. So luckily with Sushant and me, that breaking the ice was never an issue. One obviously worries before you work with a superstar that like what will it be like and stuff like that. So that wasn't an issue. And the first meeting was also our first reading, and that was just the most special day because I had, as a debutant, at least I started training 6-7 months prior because I had to learn Bengali. I'm a North Indian girl. I've grown up in Delhi. So you'd have noticed Kizzy speaking a lot of Bengali, and getting there took months of diction training and learning the culture. I spent 2 months with the Indian Cancer Society at, observing young cancer survivors. And I would do readings with our ADs and with our team. But it wasn't till I read with Sushant for the first time that for the first time I felt like Kizzy. Like when that first scene where we both talk and he says, Kissy, and I say it's not Kissy, it's Zo. I mean, finally, and that feeling is another feeling because you get so excited as actors, then you just want to, it's like you're playing a tennis match and then you start rallying really fast and it's just back and forth. So the fact that we had that really equal relationship, and he used to really respect my craft, my place. He used to believe that I know my thing, I know my job, he knows his. So there was never trying to tell me what to do. If I would ask for help, he would like open up his toolkit and just be like, this is everything I've learned in the last 10 years. Take whatever, because he was just, once you became his friend, he was just the most generous person in the world, So,
yeah, that's great. But I would like to correct you. I wouldn't call you a debutante because I think post Rockstar, I think people know Mandy. I mean, you were in my friend's college, so she told me, have you seen her? Have you seen her? I'm like, oh, yeah, I have seen her. So I wouldn't call this a debut, okay? So I think Rockstar was your debut.
I mean, I was a child then, so I was a child artist. This is my debut as a leading actor, so to say. Yeah,
but people remember you. People remember Mandy. People remember you. So that's there. So also, what would you say has changed, like as a child artist and now as a lead actress? What would you say has changed in all these years?
Everything. I mean, I was almost a baby. I mean, what do you know about the world or life at 13? You don't know anything about yourself. You don't know where you want to go, who you want to be. In these 10 years, school has happened and college has happened, and I went to my dream college. I got a gold medal. I did hundreds of ads, just kept my passions, which are two, which is cinema and academia, as alive as I could. And I think each of those things has led up to me being able to play Kizzy in the way that I would have dreamt, which is bring her alive in the way that I was able to, and the fact that people are loving her like this just validates that hard work and sincerity has its own place in the world. Amidst all the noise, all the negativity, there is this special place for art and there's this special place for sincerity. And for me, that's the most beautiful thing. But I mean, being Mandy made me realize my love for. I was only a dancer up till then. I've been a classically trained dancer, so I used to perform on stage with the camera, and I had this relationship that only Imtiaz and Ranveer made me realize during Rockstar.
Nice. That's good. Also, with the good, bads also come together. Like during these 2 years before the release of Dil Bechara, there was so much opinion, so much, so much of negativity around that. Did that change your equation with Sushant? Or did that change your lookout towards things?
I mean, if
Not
you
at
would
all.
have changed my equation towards Sushant, you wouldn't have seen the film that you've seen. The and also the only thing we all knew within our team and within our Dil Bechara world was that we know what we're doing. We know that we're just waking up every day, hustling, trying to tell a beautiful story, and that's all we knew. It's just heartbreaking, Ananya, to see so much noise and so much negativity, and it breaks my heart because it makes you feel like, how can, why? You just keep asking yourself why.
True.
You know,
True.
how can your truth and your reality be this? And what, that's the thing with lies being told, that when a lie is told many times, it becomes the truth. And that's why journalism has to be responsible and journalism has to be honest.
Very
And
true.
I am a student of journalism, so I feel personally hurt because that's not, those aren't the
Exactly.
ethics that I was taught. So I hope I can do my bit in changing this about our culture. I know I can't change everything, but I know I'll make a Kizzy bubble or a Sanjana bubble, and in that bubble there'll be good art and there'll be love. There won't be any third thing.
Let's hope for that. As a journalism student, I do agree with you. I totally understand your points. I mean, there are points that I don't want to do something, but I have to do it because they're asking me to do it, and it's so
Correct.
sad. It's so sad.
Correct.
So I hope that changes. I hope that changes. Coming to your film back again, as a debut, a theater release, I think, is a very important part. And you know, the audience, the live reaction that you get, that means a lot. But your film released on an OTT platform, so did that kind of hurt you, or did that, you know, made you feel a little sadder that maybe it would have been a theatrical release and a better response? I mean, the response is great, obviously, but then, you know, the live response.
You know, I mean, so much was supposed to be so different that now I get exhausted thinking about how many things my heart can break about. Luckily, when the pandemic hit, when I saw the world change around me, when I saw children graduating from college virtually, when I saw offices shutting down and people's lives just took a complete 360-degree turn, of course, entertainment was going to be impacted also. We can't be isolated from that. So I was very quick to accept that theaters may remain shut. It broke my heart initially because when you set out to make a theatrical film and suddenly a pandemic which you've never heard of just comes out of nowhere, you're just like, what just happened? But that, even Sushant was told about the OTT release, Mukesh, we were all really happy because for us the dream was exactly what's happening right now, which is that I hear about more than 95 million people saw Dil Bechara within day one, and that number is astounding. And the fact that they've not watched it once but they watched it again and again, these are just icings and cherries and, you know, all sorts of beautiful things on the cake. So the clouds are dark, but then there'll be one silver lining, there'll be some rainbow somewhere. So it's just a mixture of the good and bad. I mean, I'd imagine that, like, we were gonna go to like 30 cities, dance to Tare Gin, dance to Dil Bechara. I would have danced with him, but everything's changed. So what do you even do, you know?
So my second last question is, with all the things that have happened like in the past few months, has your lookout towards Bollywood and industry changed? And is it like positive, negative? And would you want to, you know, continue maybe working? Because
of course, why wouldn't I
art
want to
is on
continue
one
working?
side, but the struggle is on the other side. So how are
See,
you going to
struggle is in everything. I mean, my journey up till here you can view it as a journey which had challenges that one overcomes, or you can view it as a struggle. I'm all for challenges. I don't expect good things in life to come easy. But it's conflicting because for me, the biggest studio in the world had faith in me to be the Indian Hazel Grace. They had faith that I would be able to carry a story of this magnitude, and that made me realize that when you work hard and if there is talent and passion, then there's an equal force that will meet that. So that's where my optimism lies. My optimism lies in a Mukesh Chhabra taking a leap of faith and you know, literally like having more faith in you than you have in yourself almost. and then you see the cynical side of things, which is many of the debates that one hears today. But I don't know which world I want to believe it is, because
Yeah.
while I get to see that it's also this cynical world, in my experience, it's also been a meritocratic world. So I think I'll just, with age, hopefully, right now I know I'm a idealist, I'm a romantic, like I romanticize reality, because
Yeah.
I'm at that age. At 23, you tend to, do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully 5 years later, when you ask me this, I won't be one cynical old auntie being like, "Ye to, बहुत ही मुश्किल है."
Yeah.
So let's see. Right now, I'm more excited to tell a new story, and as long as that excitement is there, everything is good.
Okay, that was very well put. My last question is gonna be a very emotional question, and it's that: how will you remember Dil Bechara, and how will you remember Sushant?
You can't just ask these questions so easily. This is too heavy.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
I mean, Dil Bechara, for me, is just simply put the most shaping experience of my life. It's Kizzy has taught me too much. I mean, she's both wounded and healed me. That's the simplest way in which I can put it. I've learned courage and resilience and love from her, and I feel like she's gonna reside in my heart forever. So if I can take even 5% of her, of just her sheer magnanimity, I'll be happy. And Sushant is just, I've always said this, he's just one of the greatest gifts of my life, because getting to create art with him is just the grandest privilege that I could have. And then to call him a friend and to, it's just the most special thing. So I have a basket full of memories and experiences that hopefully are enough to feed out of for years to come.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Ananya. Take care.
Bye bye.